Okay, so I have a set of Maytag front-facing washer and matching dryer. This is the washer. The problem is with the dryer, so it continued to run, but it took me a day or two to notice that there was actually no heat inside the dryer. I figured I would make this. This is the dryer. I already took it apart on the back, but I would make this because I wasn't able to find any videos on YouTube with my particular issue for this particular model dryer. So one common thing in other videos is the thermal fuse getting tripped in these dryers, and that actually didn't end up being the case here. But for this dryer, the thermal fuse is located on the back. You actually have to take the top off first. It's kind of a pain. This is the CCU, I think, central control unit. You have to take the top in order to take the back off. You know, they make it as hard to work on as possible for a layman. So once you get in here, everything that you end up testing is pretty far in there and you don't have much space. But this right here is the thermal fuse. So if you have a multimeter, you test between those two, you check if it's open. Mine wasn't. And so what I did next, fortunately was able to have a decent troubleshooting plan by looking at the technician service manual, which was tucked into the CCU underneath, and a little bit of a chat with my friend ChatGPT. So what we did was we started at the outlet. This should have 220 volt inputs, the dryer, with the those are going to correspond to the red and the black here, but coming from the outlet, the wall outlet. So I used my multimeter. I verified that the wall outlet had the right power. We come up here with your DMM and you check the red and black here as well to make sure that the power is getting to the back of the dryer. There you go. Further along, you can see that the black, actually, you might not be able to see, but the black goes straight into the CCU. The red goes down into the internals of the dryer first. So what I did was I checked this power input to the CCU, which has the red coming back from inside the dryer after it's down there and gone to the motor and the heating coil. And what it turned out was that the red has no power at this point. So black was good, red had nothing. Even though coming from the wall, red was good. So problem is somewhere down here. Heating coil is inside this tube. And what you want to do is you want to take your DMM and you want to check each of these three things. I'm not a service or a technician guy. I don't remember what these are called. These front two, I believe, are some sort of fuses, and they were not tripped. I was detecting no resistance between these two. This one on the end is the actual ends of the actual heating coil, and it detected as an open circuit. So the problem was revealed to be the heating coil, which again is inside this tube. So anyway, that's what went wrong with my dryer. Next thing is I am going to need to buy a new heating coil, which still is far cheaper than paying someone to come out and look at this. So I've not done that yet, and I don't know exactly how to replace it, but I think we're going to take this off and get inside here, pull the heating coil and replace that, and I should be good to go for less than probably 50 bucks. Okay, so this is the actual thermal coil, and that's the housing. In the previous section of video, you can see that housing on the left side inside the back of the dryer. This thermal coil sits inside here, and you can see in the back, this is what I detected as an open circuit with my multimeter. This is just the two ends of the coil. So that being an open circuit, that's not good. And if we look at the coil itself, we can actually see what happened to cause it to blow itself up. This metal plate sitting in here looks like it had been getting bowed. It's obviously supposed to be flat. And this part right here bowed just enough, and at some point it touched the coil. and that's going to be an instant short circuit and probably blew things up here. There's might be some ceramic or something in here. So whatever happened, the coil's not physically broken, but you can see the damage right there on the plate. And so this is actually a pretty easy fix. You can buy one of these assemblies on Amazon for $20. So that's the good news. When you buy these on Amazon, it comes with the entire thing, and the coil already mounted to the plate. It's exactly the same dimensions and everything. It also comes with new, forget what these guys are, thermistor, resistors, fuses, whatever. They mount to the outside of the housing. And yeah, that's it. So once you get your replacement part on Amazon, which I don't have yet, or wherever you choose to buy it, you just mount it back inside the housing. And yeah, it should just be a drop-in replacement, 20 bucks, and maybe an hour or two of your time fiddling around getting it replaced. Easy peasy.